G'day everyone, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. I shared a card on my blog last week using the Hello Ladybug stamp set, which is available in the current mini catalogue. And I thought I'd recreate it just to show you how I did the panel, but we'll do the whole card at the same time. So that's what we're going to be using, and this is the card we'll be creating. Now, in saying that, we're going to be creating it in a different colour. Now, I don't know what the colour will look like at the end, so it'll be a surprise to you as much as it will to me. Okay, so let's get on with the show. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, Basic White, and Magenta Madness. Now I've only picked Magenta Madness because it's a colour that, even though I'm a pink fan, it's one that I haven't used much at all, so I thought we'd play around with those. Then the inks we're going to be using are Granny Apple Green again, Coastal Cabana, and Pool Party. So we'll see how they go. Just bear with me. I just wanted to check something, sorry. Okay, so we'll see how they go. Now, to create my background, I've used the decorative masks from the current catalogue. I don't know what this, just a minute. I'm just checking to see what it's actually called. They're actually called. We've got two lots in the annual, and this is the Plenty of Patterns. Plenty of Patterns. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so first off, we're going to grab some fussy tape. And what I'm going to be doing, if I can find it, is I'm just going to stick that down on the back like that. This is just so that it won't move while we're blending with our brushes. Whoops. Now, just bear with me, I'm just trying to figure something out here. I just don't want the tape to go onto the cardstock, although it won't make much difference. You'll see why in a minute. So we've stuck that down, which means I don't have to stick it down, the card to the paper now. So what we're going to do is grab Pool Party and our blending brush. Okay, I'm just going to move this over here a bit. Can you see that? Yeah. And what we're going to do is just lightly blend Pool Party onto this piece of cardstock. Now, I don't want it all covered up, I'm just randomly blending it. You could do it all if you wanted to, but I just want a hint showing. And I'm basically just blending the cardstock, the ink, around the middle section. Just like that. And when I blend, I hold my brush here and I just blend like this. I don't hold it too tight. I just hold it enough that I've got control over it and just a nice smooth blend. And when I do blend, I always start off my cardstock so that I don't end up with a big blob. And I think that will do. Once I've done, I just bring in a rag and take the excess off. So now what I can do, sorry, I just wanted to make sure this was still going. I want to just take this off very gently, put that to the side so we don't get ink over ourselves. And that is our blending. So I hope you can see that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our Coastal Cabana and our flowers, and a little bunch of flowers, and we're just going to bring my mat in as well. And what I'm going to do now is randomly stamp these flowers. And I'm rotating my image each time I stamp. Actually, I don't mind these colours. And I might do one there, one there. And that'll do. So that's done. Now I've got the this little one from the same set, and I think we might stamp that. I might go and pool party again, just to see what it looks like. Again, I'm randomly stamping and I'm turning the image around each time. So that's done. Then we'll put this, excuse me, I'll just get my glue. Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a little bit of dust up my nose then, sorry. Then what we're going to do, we're going to adhere this to a piece of Granny Apple Green. Just leaving a little narrow edge down the side, or both sides, not along the bottom or the top, okay? Then that's what we're going to do. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of basic white that I have pre-embossed with the Timeworn type 3D embossing folder. And we're going to stick that to the embossed piece of the basic white. And I might just put it in the middle. Making sure I've got it nice and straight. And that looks pretty good to me. That granny apple green's bringing out the green in those two colours. Okay, then what we're going to do, we're just going to stick this to our Magenta Madness base card. Just like that. And I don't mind those colours actually, they're a little bit different, and I'll tell you what, they're way out of my comfort zone, but that's okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some scrap basic white, and I'm going to stamp the big leaf. Now, when I was playing around with this leaf the other day, I also found it makes the perfect heart by simply trimming around the stem of the leaf, which I thought, I may be late to the party, but I thought it was a pretty good double use of the stem of the image. Okay, so that looks pretty okay to me. Yep. So we'll just stamp that like that. Yep. And we'll grab our scissors. And we're just going to fussy cut just around this leaf. Just moving our paper or our card as we go around. When I fussy cut, depending on the image too, I like to leave a narrow border, but you can do it straight onto the edge of the image. Okay. And I tend to go all in one direction to begin with, and then I come back and do the opposite direction. That just makes it easier for me. Everyone's different, but that's how I do it. So then I will come in to the side and we'll just fix that little bit up. Then I'll come in from the top. Just like that. And we'll just fix that up here. There. And that is our leaf done. Now, as I said, this makes a great shape heart too. So all you have to do is just cut down around there and you've got yourself a heart. So we're gonna pop this up, which I thought I had heaps of, but take off our sticky lids, bring in our card again. I might just grab our flower image again, and I'm going to stamp an image in the middle, because part of it will be covered up by the leaf. Yeah. And we're just going to stick that there, okay? So then what we're going to do is grab a piece of scrap basic white cardstock. Bring in our mat with our scrap paper on, making sure that's lined up. And I might bring in another colour, I think. Yep. Let's do Mango Melody. See how it goes. If it's no good, we can always chop and change it. So we'll just ink that up. Now I always do it on scrap paper first to make sure that it's nice and straight and it will stamp properly. Just bear with me, I'm just going to bring that down. I might do that again, it's too far up, so. I think that might be too, oh no, that's okay. So that is our image. Then what I'm going to do, just trim that off slightly at an angle, spin it around and do the same thing. And we'll just put that there like that. So I'll bring in a couple of little mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Oops. Put those down. Put that across there, just like that, hoping that it's nice and straight. I'll bring it down a bit. Just like that. Then, because I've brought in the, what did I say it was? Mango Melody, what we might do, I pulled out the holiday rhinestones, so I'm thinking the pumpkin pie rhinestones will lift the card a little bit better. Will give the card a bit more of an oomph. So, oops, wrong colour. Just finish it off with a couple of these. Can never have too much bling, I don't think. Some of us like more bling than others. And I think that's it. Then to finish it off, I'm going to get another piece of basic white, bring in our green again, greeny apple green, and our leaf, ink that up. And while we're here, just grab an envelope, because you've got to have everything matchy-matchy. I don't know whether I've mentioned this or not, but the Hello Ladybug bundle is actually what we're using, Robbie and I, for our stamp camp in March. Now, today, no, not today, tomorrow, which is Monday, will be the last day that you can register for options 2 and 3. So options 2 and 3 include the bundle and your kits, plus a goodie bag. And option 2 includes the kit. And option 1 is the PDF tutorial and access to the class. So all the options have access to the class, to the stamp camp. But option 1 is the PDF only. We have 2 add-on classes featuring Blowing Flowers and Let's Set Sail. So they're totally different stamp sets. They're an add-on class, and yeah, so we're playing with this bundle, which I'm quite liking actually. So that is our finished card with our blended background with the mask. So that's this card in the magenta, and that's that card, the original one, in the pale papaya. I think that's Mossy Meadow, that's Poppy Parade, So Saffron, and pale papaya. Okay, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed those. All the details will be below, including the link to our stamp camp, and just click on that if you to register, and you'll get an email from us once you've registered. Okay, thanks for joining us. See ya. Hooray.